Ralph.
Hey guys, good evening, good evening. So at this point, I'm always about to go and do some stew fish, and you guys enjoy the video.
Yes, yes. And who are cooking for? Nice two fish for Ralph. Good, yes, for you. And this is what gives it the color too. It's a rub. Mesquite rub. So I'm just gonna make sure that the whole fish get it. It must be able to turn, or if not, they're gonna burn out. Put in some fresh thyme. So I'm gonna strip it out, and this helps. This season the pot real good. Alright, so we're gonna throw it in now. And what I do is put some turmeric to give it some color. The turmeric powder. And I average my stuff. I don't measure. You know? Okay guys, so this is the 2 pieces of fish. I am gonna go and season them up now. Alright. Okay guys, let's go. So I have some green seasoning, which I make my own seasoning. And I'm gonna rub it in. Make sure that you rub it in the cut. And I haven't really done stew fish for Ralph in a long time, so I really want to do it for him. I have a pack of Zasan Goya. I love to cook with this, so I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle it just to get the color, you know. Okay, just rub it in. So you're gonna get all the colors. Then I have some roasted garlic and a herb seasoning. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it. Make sure that it goes inside. Make sure you have to do both sides, right? Then you add some black pepper. I love the McCormick black pepper, all the seasoning that McCormick make. I love it. So this is the black pepper. You make sure that you put it inside too. And this is what gives it the color too. It's a rub, Bisquick rub. So I'm just gonna make sure that the whole fish get it. And I have some parsley. I love to cook with parsley, so I'm just gonna drizzle it on the top. See? And the fish is seasoning. And the fish is well seasoned. So here we go. All right. Well done. I'm satisfied. Well, hello, Miss Farrell, and Miss Russo, and Miss Giovanna. I am gonna cook some peas and rice. Miss Farrell, this is different than what you taught me, so I'm gonna show you how Guyanese cook it. And Giovanna, this is the peas and rice, dal peas, as I always tell you. So the water is boiling, and I'm gonna put the peas to boil. So let's go in, girls. So let's add the dal to boil. So Giovanna, this is the dal peas. See it there? So I add 1 bowl of it. So this you have to boil until it's not too soft, but soft, to add with the rice. So when I cook it, I leave it with 1 grain inside. All right? So I'm gonna give it a stir there now. I'm gonna leave this to boil now. Okay, girls, so the peas is almost boiled properly, so I'm gonna put in the rice now. So Ralph eats basmati rice, so I already wash it in a bowl here, so I'm gonna throw it in. So I have 1 cup of basmati rice there. So what I'll do now is I'm gonna cut up an onion and some shallot to put inside. Make sure that you don't cut your fingers, okay? I'm not very good with a knife, so I don't play with it. But I see some people cut up the onions real good. So that would be good enough. And I'm gonna cut up a few shallot. Probably like this much. And make sure that you cut it up really fine. time. So I'm going to strip it out, and this helps. This season the pot real good. Alright, so we're going to throw it in now. So let's throw it in. And what I do is put some turmeric to give it some color. The turmeric powder. And I average my stuff. I don't measure, you know. And I'm gonna add some cook-up seasoning just to give it a little bit flavor for Ralph. And I'm gonna add a pack of Grace packet coconut milk. I have the can one, but he doesn't really like that, so I'm gonna put this one. All right. Now I'm gonna give it a stir, and then I'm gonna cover it. Because this is basmati rice, this does not take long to cook, you know. And this cannot really cook very soft. I'm just gonna add a little bit hot water, not too much, but I normally put like three bowls of water, which I already did when I was boiling the peas. So it's 3 bowls of water I put to 1 of this bowl of rice. All right. Look at the color, girls. Look at the color. I'm going to show you a trick that Tina showed me. So what Tina says is put a piece of foil over it, and that's how it's steamed. So I'm going to cover it here now, and I'm going to turn the stove very, very low, to the lowest that it could go, and I'm going to let that steam, and then we're going to cook our fish. Okay? Okay guys, so I had this seasoning overnight, so I'm going to chop the seasoning up now to cook this. So let's go prepare the seasoning. Okay guys, so Ralph wants 2 fish, so I have some tomato paste. That's normally I take it out from the can and I put it in here. So I'm gonna put this tomato paste in the bowl. And then I'm gonna cut all the seasoning up and put it in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some shallot first. So let's cut this up fine. very fine. And I'm going to left some for garnish at the top. And Miss Russo, you said you love fish. So that was one of the things that came to my mind too, that I would do it like you see. Because when I cooked the fish curry for Ralph in Texas, you told me that you loved it. So I'm just going to put a little bit inside. Not too much, because I don't want to overpower it. And I'm going to leave that little bit for garnish. And I'm going to put the onion. Normally I use grind seasoning, but this time I didn't really want a grind seasoning. I just want fresh seasoning. I like to cook with a lot of pepper, but he doesn't like too much of pepper. Johnny loves a lot of pepper too. So this amount, I'm gonna put it in the bowl there. And then I did some parsley. I'm not gonna put too much, like this amount. And I'm gonna also cut this up. That I'm gonna put inside of there also. I'm gonna put some of the thyme. See, I have a few spans left back, spans out. Make sure that you get, and I'm gonna drop it in there. Make sure that you get all the pieces. I love to cook with fresh thyme. It gives the food such a different taste, you know. As I tell you ladies, I love to cook for my family. I have 3 cubes here. This 3 cubes I'm gonna open and put it inside of there to give it that kind of red color. So I have to go get a tomato also. So let's open it. And these take time to open. They normally have a string that you open it like this. And you mash it up. Sometimes it doesn't mash up, you know. But when it goes into the pot, everything is marinated in there, so I do not really worry what doesn't crash up. Like that one is not crashing. So you pull the string and you open it. And just by holding it, you see my fingers? And I'm going to drop that in there. So I have a nice tomato here. What I'm going to do is cut it up. I'm going to take the top off of it. And cut it up in cubes. You would have this for 2 dinners if you eat it. Like how Ralph would eat it, he would only eat it for like lunch, but he eats very light at dinner. That's the one thing with him. once you do this, you want to have to like cook for one evening. Put it in the bowl there, and I'm gonna put 3 flakes of garlic. And you could season it according to how you want. I am just showing you like how I do it, but you could season it how you want. And if you ever cook it, Miss Russo, just post it, let me see, show me a picture. I'm gonna show you the rice, Miss Farrell, how it coming along here now, because we have our seasoning here for the fish. See, fresh cut seasoning. Let me show you guys the rice, how it's coming along. And guys, you gotta be very careful how you lift this up, because remember it's steaming, right? Look. See? It really steaming, you could see. Because basmati rice does not take very long. So what I'm probably do, but I feel the rice to make sure that it's cooked. So I make sure that I feel it. Alright? So it's cooking through. Alright, so I have the fish there. Then I have some shallot here. Celery here. And my seasoning there. And that's my chip seasoning. Yep. See guys, the rice is finished. See, Miss Farrell? It has a nice color. So I'm gonna go cook the fish now. I put the pan to heat. So I'm gonna throw in the oil now. And Rob do not like me to cook with a lot of oil, so that's gonna be all the oil that I'm cooking with. So the oil is hot. So I am gonna throw in the seasoning. Alright, so let's go. And you're going to see the color changes. And Miss Russo, once you have tomato paste, fresh tomato, thyme and onion and garlic, that is all you need. And if you have any questions, just drop me a note, you know. Let me give you a closer look now. So let's put in the fish now. So what I normally do is pull everything on the side, lower the stove, and then put the fish. See? I think it's too big. I'm gonna cut it. Well guys, I think that was a better idea to cut it so it could fit in the pan properly. And that's what I'm gonna do now, is take some of the seasoning and fill it up. See? You put it in the folds of the fish right there. And I'm gonna put in the next one. And then I'm gonna take it, lift the fold up and put it in. So make sure when it's boiling now, we'll be able to go into all the grooves, you know. And this one, I'm gonna take it and put it down right there. And make sure you cover everything, you know, but then get some good, and put it in the grooves. What do you think? Tell me. Okay guys, see, let me give you a close-up look now before I cover it. And I'm gonna throw some of the shallot now and the parsley so it could cook into it. And make sure that you lower the stove. That's the parsley, and this is the shallot. And I'm just gonna add some garlic seasoning, garlic herb. I love to cook with this brand, McCormick. Oh, they're the best. They're the best. Check them out. You could always find them at Walmart in the herbal section. See, this is the McCormick black pepper. Huh. Everything is McCormick in this house. Everything. All the rubs that we use to barbecue with, that's what we use. Only that brand. Alright, so we're gonna cover it now and let it steam. Make sure that you turn the stove on very low. And I have my candle burning as always to take out the fish scent out of the kitchen. Okay girls, see, it's boiling. Now I'm gonna throw in the water because I don't want it to burn. So I already boiled some water in the kettle, so I'm gonna throw in the hot water. That will make it boil faster. So let's throw in the water. A lot of gravy, you hear? So I have to put a lot of gravy. So I'm gonna cover it now and let it go down and make sure that it must be able to turn, or if not, it's gonna burn out. Whoa, beautiful. So let's cover it now and let it boil down. Okay guys, you see the gravy? Ralph loves a lot of gravy, so he wants me to. Okay guys, see how the gravy is? Ralph loves a gravy, and when I cook, Ralph check the fish and everything. If he doesn't do anything else, he has to make sure that the fish cook properly. So he's gonna come and check it. So Ralph is gonna check the fish, and this is how he normally check it. And why you check it like that, Ralph?
To see if it cooked through. If it cooked through, the fork is going straight through it without resistance.
Oh, okay. So girls, the stew fish is finished. So he's gonna take out his plate, and let's see which piece he's gonna take out. As I tell you, I already did the rice, right? Rice is here, so he's gonna take out his food. Okay, so Ralph going and take out his rice. And my husband went and buy plate that suit him, you hear? It's worth it. It's worth it. My foot hurting now. Nice, nice. Okay guys, I want to show you my little plan set up here, where when I burst the door and come home after a hard day of work, I could enjoy it. This is like a jessamine flower. The fragrance is very, very nice. This is all my shells. And this is my own creation. And my spider plants. I love the orchids. I've bought quite a few. I bought me a nice holder too. It's beautiful. I made a hanging basket. The ferns. I love this plant. I don't know what kind of plant it is, but Miss Natalia gave it to me and I still have it. So I love plants. Really love plants. So this is what it looks like. It's a wall. And I have the lights too.